Okay, Nahiku, what did we just complete? 2 pages of what sound?
Of the sound.
Of the sound. Let's turn the page or create another page, because remember, this is a reference book. Nahiku is writing it on a loose leaf paper, making her corrections, making it legible if it's not, and then she's transferring that information to a book that she can carry around with her to all her different classes. Okay, so on this new page, we are going to start with a very simple word and a rule that most people know, but may not know what makes the rule. So on that very top line, going from left to right, you're going to have 2 columns. So you may fold your paper, hot dog style, right in half. And then on the top of your paper, write the word in lowercase letters. We're not writing a sentence. The word hop. And say as you do, please.
As a title or a heading?
As a heading and title, that's what it is. It's on the top margin line. Thank you. So often people don't sit their letters on lines, and so it's nice when a student will ask. All right, so in the first column you have the word
Hop.
hop. How did you spell it?
Capital H-O-P.
Great. I talked too much. You do not have to have a capital because you're not writing a sentence.
With a whiteboard.
I think it does work better than the whiteboard. Just the tablecloth is a little
I
funky,
see.
So.
And exactly what they're doing on camera right now is having a pad underneath your writing will allow you to not press as hard on your pen or pencil, and it gives you feedback in your fingers. As I'm talking about that, when you use dry erase boards and you're young and you want to learn how to make letters, a dry erase board isn't your very best way of doing it because there's not a lot of feeling from any kind of friction that causes the brain to register. So I like chalk, I like working in the sand, many other ways. So beware of that. Okay, and then in the second column, I would like you to write hop-ing.
I-N-G.
Yes. Now, here is a rule. Would you please write the hop first?
Yes.
Okay. Say your letters.
Again.
H-O-P.
All right, stop there. Would you identify by putting a baby C or a baby V underneath each letter that you have in hop?
On this, I'm sorry. So
So underneath
the first hop or
the second hop. The second hop. Notice I'm not showing her how to do this. Instead of her copying from me and from Mahina, we are asking her to do it by intellectualizing what we want, by giving directions, column to the right, above the margin, skipping lines. That way, you don't just get it in your eyes, you get it in your ears and you're doing it, and your eyes then have to agree with what you want. So, what did you do with your second hop? I'd like you to put what kind of letter it is. So H, we know, is a consonant. It will have a baby C underneath it. And what'd you do?
I added a little C to the H.
Yes.
because it's a consonant, and added a little V to the O because it's a vowel,
Very good.
and did the same with the little C with the P to show it's a consonant.
Very good. Now Hiku understands the difference of those letters. Now here is the rule. If you have, how many syllables in the word hop?
Hop. Hop. One.
One syllable. The rule is one syllable ending in one consonant preceded or before that last consonant, you have to have a vowel. Okay, I'll say that again. The rule is you have to have one syllable. You have to have one vowel. And you have to have one consonant following the vowel. Can you repeat that for me as you point to your letters?
Repeating consonants or the name?
The rule. Looking at your consonant, vowel, consonant pattern. To do something with this word, we're going to do something with it. We're going to add and fix something to the end. We're going to put ing at the end of it. But before we do it, we have to see what kind of pattern. What kind of pattern?
Consonant, vowel, consonant.
That is correct. The rule is if you have that middle vowel ending with a that word ending with a consonant, and of course it has to be one syllable. Therefore, when you add your ending, you have to double that last consonant. What do you think? Tell us what you're thinking now. To add ing, what are you going to do?
Somewhat make the word larger.
Yes, you are making the word longer. And the rule is, does it have one syllable? Yes or no?
It's like adding one.
Right.
What it?
Is
We'll
this a
let our
one-syllable
guide
word?
take her.
Is this a one-syllable word?
Yes.
Okay. And the pattern is?
Consonant, vowel, consonant.
Okay. Does it end in a consonant?
Yes.
Is there a vowel right before the ending consonant?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I would like you to add another syllable to that word, and the syllable is ing, I-N-G. But
So may I restate the rule just for my own
Yes,
clarity? Okay.
sure.
So if you have a one-syllable word, do we have a one-syllable word?
Yes.
Okay. And does that one-syllable word end with a consonant?
Yes.
Is there a vowel right before that consonant?
Yes.
Okay, so I do believe, Miss Scamahorn, that the rule is if you have a one-syllable word that ends in a consonant with the vowel right before the consonant, you must add another one
another consonant.
You have to
Exactly
repeat
like-
that consonant before adding the ing. So that would mean two what?
Peas.
That is correct. So your second syllable is not ing, it's what four letters?
P, I, N, G.
That is correct.
And what word is that, Nahiku?
Hopping.
Yay!
Now, you'll feel it in your jaw now. Hop, ping,
Hopping.
ping. And you will hear that second P.
ping, hop, ping.
And some people will say, I don't hear that second P. Either way, for spelling, you must add that other consonant. All right, let's skip a line and do another word below that. And the word is ship.
Ship. S-H-O-P.
Okay,
Ship.
say your word.
Ship.
Look at your word.
Shop.
Yes.
So you wrote shop,
Yes.
but we're going for ship. Eh. Yep.
Finding the vowel first is the way to do it. Okay.
S-H-I-P.
Beautiful.
Ship.
Ship.
Now, Nahiku, go ahead. I want to ask you, how many syllables are in the word ship?
Ship. 1.
Okay. Actually, why don't we go ahead and write ship again, right here.
Say and do.
S-H-I-P.
Okay. And how many syllables in the word ship?
1.
I'm sorry, is P, no, I'll back up. Can you label each one of your letters like you did up here with hop?
This being 1.
S is a consonant. You can treat it as two separate letters. You can treat, yeah. Because we're talking about type of letters and not sound. Okay, so we said ship is a one-syllable word. Does it end in a consonant?
Yes.
Is the letter before the last consonant a vowel? Is the letter before the last consonant a vowel?
Yes.
Okay, so do you remember the rule as to how we need to change ship into shipping? If it's a one-syllable word, if it ends in a consonant, and if the letter before it is a vowel. What did we do here that you can repeat there?
Adding a P and our ing.
That sounds fabulous.
P I N G.
And what word did you just write?
Shipping.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Very good.
Now, Hiku, if we had more time, we would put more words in these columns. So I'm going to encourage you on your own, through your reading or through your own mind, to find other words that will fit this. But I'm going to give you an alert. The second syllables of all the words on this page began with what kind of a letter? Look at the second syllable on this page and tell me what kind of letter they began with.
Could you repeat that?
Yes. In the words on this page, where there are two syllables, what is the second syllable's first letter? So look as I'm talking. So look at the second syllables. And then what kind of a letter is that first letter of those syllables?
First letter of the second syllable in each of those words.
In our second column, a P.
And what did you fix to that word shop or hop or ship? What did you add?
ING.
You can do this rule because the ending, which we call a suffix, begins with a vowel. ING, ED all begin with vowels. That's what dictates on both sides of that word how to spell it. But when you add something to it, to your base word, which is ship, we did shipping. If it was a shipper, I would put another P, E, R. But living here on the islands, we get lots of shipments. Can you say that word?
Shipments.
We get shipments. They come into the dock twice a week. But meant is it going to require another P? No. Because this is not a vowel. So what we add at the end of a word has a reason you don't double the P for shipment. But the other ones that have that vowel that fixes onto the base word, this is your base word, we'll do that. Okay, it's tricky, but once you repeat your rules, they will come to you. So we have just done her, first, nurse, works early. And the first word we wrote on that page, Nahiku, is what? Underneath early. What did you write?
Learner.
Learner. And inside the word learner is an EARN word. What do you think that word is?
What do you think that word is?
Earn.
Earn. If you learn, you will earn. You'll earn confidence, you'll earn kala, and you'll be better for earning something that you work a lot of your life to perfect. And by the way, you'll probably never perfect it. So her first nurse works early, and you're going to earn your keep as you become a better learner and understand the idiosyncrasies of the English language. Well, up to this point, we've been encoding and spelling. And those are vehicle. That's part of the vehicle to get us to reading for proficiency. For those of you out there and watching this, once upon a time in our school systems, we had teachers who would pull graphics out like this. These graphics were designed for us to understand words and how they are placed within sentences. We don't use this anymore. This is called sentence diagramming. And if you're of an older age and you enjoy reading, or you're a journalist, you may have learned how to diagram sentences. But it has faded away as America decided they were going to use a way to teach English that was whole. And when we went to whole language, our research tells us that we as educators have not given our students more of the nitty-gritty of the fundamentals of our language, which is scientifically based, and it has been around for a long time. We can prove it. And it's a sequence of learning how to command that language. Now, we have been encoding for several sessions. Why don't we do something much more advanced? So since we're not going to be diagramming sentences, I've asked Nahiku to look at the words that she's written in her reference book and find one word that she likes. Why don't you find one word? What did you find?
Circle.
Circle. Nice word. And I want to now go beyond how to spell now to how to understand what you're spelling. So, in your opinion, Nahiku, what is circle?
Circle is a shape that you commonly see in your daily lives.
That's right. So I can point and say, look at that circle. Therefore, is a circle a thing or an idea?
It derived from an idea.
It did, and somebody turned it into a thing that you can see, a circle. You can identify it, you know it when you see it. Therefore, that circle is this. How can I give you this as a circle? Because I'm going to begin to show you a different systematic way to do grammar. I'm going to pretend that her word circle is a noun. Okay. Have you ever done anything else with this? Can you give me a sentence that has circle in it?
I drink from a circle cup.
All right. The rim around,
Yeah.
it's the rim. Can you put that in a sentence?
I drink from the circle-rimmed glass.
Ooh, the circle-rimmed glass. So you have told me what kind of a glass it was. It wasn't square. It was circled. You may do that. What kind of a glass was it? A rimmed glass. So you have just given me a descriptor of your circle. Watch. Here's circle. Now she has described her circle by saying rimmed circle. Circle is still a noun. Now let's see if Nahiku and maybe Mahina can think of another meaning for the word circle. We have rodeos. We have many things we do with circle.
Well, I might ask my students to sit on the floor in a circle.
Okay, you sit on the floor in a circle. Is it still a person, a place, a thing, or an idea?
An idea.
Yes, because you're telling them what to do. An idea is a noun. Very often, teachers forget to teach that nouns are a person, a place, a thing. They get that. But we forget to add that it's an idea. So a circle is an idea. You're going to have your students sit in a circle. I challenge you. What's another way to use circle in a sentence without it being a noun? Can it do something else?
She looks to have a circled head.
I don't think so. But let's go back to Mahina's idea of the students
And you
sitting.
kind of said it, you were, yep.
Yep, so what happened?
Students, I might say, circle around me, students.
Circle around me. You then are telling them what to do. Doing is always a verb. If you can do it, we call it a verb. But in this system, we're going to give it a red triangle. So now circle can be a noun or it can be a verb. Okay, those pieces are important because in grammar, you always have to have a noun and a verb. All right, let's look at another one. Let's talk about a different word. Just a word from your memory. You don't even have to come out of your reference. What's your favorite word?
Triangle.
Triangle. Okay. Why do you like triangle?
You may find triangles in everything.
Yes, triangles are actually one of our solid shapes because they have a base. And so triangle is good. Let's talk about the word triangle. Put it in a sentence.
Two triangles make a square.
Okay, two triangles make a square. Now she's getting mathematical. Okay, so you said two triangles make a square. Watch. Two triangles make a, it's not there, square. Why? What kind of a triangle was it? Or describe that triangle. How many of them were there?
Two.
Two. Two is telling us how many or what kind of triangles there are. So we have an adjective describing the triangle. Notice it's the same shape. This system is brought to you by Arc Institute in Seattle and also by a woman named Corey Balsam, who I am going to present you with something that will make grammar not as difficult as you may think. Okay, hi. We've done sounds and we've done letters. Now, the next building block for comprehension is what we call morphemes. So I'm going to do an activity and I want you to watch, and then maybe you can make some of these pieces for us. The first thing that we have learned when we look at words that we've never seen before is to find the vowels. Am I still on here? Okay. So the vowels are O, E, and E. And what I know now is that this E can make this say O, so I've got that magic E for phone. And this last part, me's, so phone me's. It won't work that way. I call it phone-emes. Emes, as you'll see in the next one, has a unit of meaning. So I underline my vowels. Oops. I look for some word that I might know first. I notice graph. I'm going to put a little squiggly line here to show me that that is a syllable. Graphemes. Again, that E is going to hop over and make the E say its name. Graphemes. This S at the end has a job, and it's a meaningful unit, and the job is multiple of something. So the word graph and eem means something. I don't know what eames means, but I looked it up in the dictionary, and it means smallest unit. Eames are little. So grapheme is the smallest unit of a letter that I can make, and I've made it plural. Phonemes, eames again, are a small unit of meaning. Phone means to hear, to listen. So that is small units of sound, phonemes. Graphemes are letters. Morphemes, let's look at the word. We underline our vowels. We look to see if there's something that we know in this word. I know that there is a word that's called morph. Maybe I have to just go with eames. I think I'm going to circle eames. Eames means little. Morph means to change. And this also, this S, is giving me an indication that it's more than one. So now we are ready to embark on an important aspect of our English language, because we cannot stay with small words. We have to expand our vocabulary. This is a vehicle to expand vocabulary. A morpheme, the word morph, if you think about it, Nahiku, Mahina, what does morph mean?
To like change?
Yes. So it is to change something. Often if you're watching TV, the latest kind of morphing is a portrait, and it changes quickly in front of your eyes. That one face can morph into many faces digitally. We're not doing it digitally, we're doing it with our eyes and hands and an old system called English. So, morphemes means the smallest unit of meaning. Now, I'm going to look and see how many morphemes I have in these three words. In this word, I have one morpheme. It has to do with phone. The other morpheme, and I'm borrowing the E, has to do with a unit, small. This word, graphemes, are letters, because it's to graph is to write. To graph is to write. So a grapheme is the smallest unit of writing. And a morpheme, here's another one, here's morph, changeable, small unit. Writable, small unit. Listening, small unit. But there's still another morpheme. And the morpheme is so simple. It's an S. So an S by itself will tell the learner that that little eem has meaning. This meaning is multiple. The S on graphemes is multiple. Morphemes, multiple, more than one. So even though there are 26 letters, we need to know what those letters can do for meaning. Morphemes have meaning. Let's play with a word that we know. And it is a word that is a sight word because it's spelled S-I-G-N, sign. I can't tell you why there's a G there. I don't hear it, and it really doesn't do anything. So sign is one morpheme. What does it mean in your opinion, ladies?
To sign like a waiver.
A waiver?
Waiver.
To sign a waiver in school, you have to sign something. Yes. What do you sign what do you do, your action, when you sign a waiver?
Writing signatures.
Signatures. Watch. Signa. T-U-R-E. A signature. Sorry, my writing's not very good. But now she has to sign something. That's your action. And is signature an action or something?
Something.
It is something. So now signature has two morphemes in it. One is sign. The other one is chur, T-U-R-E. The A is embedded in there, but we're looking for chur or a-chur as an ending. So two morphemes are in the word signature. Good. So both signature can be a thing, but when you actually do it, it is a verb because you're signing. Okay. What other kind of sign is there? Another meaning for the word sign.
Like a post or a message that's posted somewhere.
Okay.
So that you know where to go or what to do.
Okay, you can have sign. Have you ever been to a museum? And in a museum, they have many signs. What do we call those?
Signage.
Signage. That word, in my messiness here, is S-I-N-G-A-G-E. Signage. Oops. Miss Elizabeth can make errors. G-N. How many morphemes are in signage? What do you think?
Two.
Two. This one is telling you what it is, and edge, sign edge, is, I'm not quite sure of the meaning of it, but it indicates that it's something that's giving you more information. It's a word that we have derived from morphology. Morphemes, as we've just looked at, is a higher level way of decoding words. And we'll find as we move through this that you can decode words according to vowel sounds, and you can also decode words by the units of meaning. Sometimes the units of meaning works easier than looking at vowel sounds. Both of those are ways that we indicate understanding through syllables and morphemes. So far in our series, we have reviewed the steps from sound, and we are now moving into reading and reading for meaning. One of my favorite graphics is this. If you notice, the larger the letter, the more common you will see it. The frequency that you find that letter in whatever you're reading will be designed right from this. You take a paragraph, you count how many E's, you'll notice there are more E's that you will see than V's and W's. The reason for this is because we want to be fluid and functional with our language, and we're going to work with the most common elements first. Mahalo for tuning in. You've just experienced another piece of the English language fundamentals. It's as if we're braiding a strong rope. Join us again. Ahui ho.